welcome back again. I must be doing something right if you're watching the third one of my videos here. So this is basically snippet number 3. We're going over another little issue that can occur when you're putting your models into the SunBurn editor out of your favorite modeling package. And my package today of choice, of course, is still Blender because it's free. Yes, it can be awkward to use at times, but the new one is certainly getting a lot better and a lot more attention. So anyway, enough about that. So the problem we've got today now is that I've got this nice new cube, I've thrown it in, and as you can see in my scene here, I've got all the cubes from my previous one, so the one that has no light map, and one that's nicely light mapped, and the other one that's working. But you'll notice this one here. Now, when you're looking at this, you'll find out the fact that it's basically very, very bright. Light is shining in from all angles, or even from a single angle, but there's no shadows being cast from it. It's not being graded right. If you look around here, you can see that these objects are actually darker on the back side because there's no light shining on them. And looking at our light set up here, we've suddenly got a directional sun which is pointing downwards here. So these are lit correctly, but this one is just lit all over. It looks awful. Well, awful. Although you could really use this technique to sneakily do other things, so it's worth noting. So how do we correct that? So we quickly throw over to our modeling tool. There's our normal UV texture as it's mapped in the actual tool itself. But if I look at my light map that I've actually got set up, yep, so I've got one, it's receiving light, that's fine. However, now if you look at this, I've actually only got basically a single UV area for the entire model. So this layer is basically slapped on every single side of the model. And what is happening when it gets into SunBurn is that it calculates the light direction for each side and each face, and then it's basically getting added on and added on and added on and added on. And basically you've been completely burned, for lack of a better term, into the scene. This is simply because each of the sides is not uniquely mapped. When it's in the SunBurn engine, to work out the lighting calculations for the object, it needs to be able to calculate the entire surroundings of the actual model itself. So again, most of the things are simply fixed with our light map selected in edit mode in Blender, and go into our mesh, go into our UV unwrap, and then actually projecting it properly. So I've now got 6 unique faces for this actual model itself. So one for each side of the actual cube, and that's saved there. So if I then go and export that now and put it into my model folder, okay, we'll give it an appropriate name. So I'm going to call this one light unblocked because we've sorted out our little problem. Export it out. Right, now we can switch back over to the actual SunBurn editor, import our model, and there's our unblocked model itself. That's going to happily import now. So by effectively then remapping the UV so that each face now has a unique area on the light map UV texture in itself, when we add this now back into the scene, we should now have something appropriate to what we have to the other models we have. So throw this up here, and there we go. We can actually see it's actually light mapped properly. Change the light mapping as well, like everything else we have in our scene, and there we go. So we've gone from our all white, all light up cube itself to a properly shaded cube itself. And that's it. So another problem solved, and moving on. As I come across any more problems and issues, I throw more snippets, or alternatively either on my FoamOcean blog, which is the generally 3D blog, or on Dark Genesis. You can actually go and post a comment or post a query, or on the XNet UK forums, or even the SunBurn forums. Go and post a request if you want to see any problems kind of solved. Then I'll get on and get them done. So that's me out for another snippet. See you all around.